NYS Woodsman Expo in New York. I'm here with Matt Timmons.
Morning, everybody.
And Matt's going to go through the log trailer a little bit and the Pro LP. If you look in the description, there is a discount code for both of those. Good for probably, we'll say, the next 60 days. Mention that code, get 5% off. I'll flip you guys around and you can watch them operate the log loader. We will then go through some of the specs on the log loader, go through the specs on the LP again, and you're gonna watch them run some wood. Morning, Ted. Matt, what is the reach and lifting capacity on that? Good morning, Sherry.
This arm here, it's our smallest telescoping arm. It'll go out to just over 23 feet with the boom all the way extended. When the boom's all the way in, it's just over 17 feet. At 23 feet, it's about 1,000 pounds of lift. At 17 feet, you're about 1,300 pounds of lift. And then right up against the trailer, you're just about 3,000. It's a 48-inch mouth on the grapple, 380-degree rotation on the arm, so you can load a trailer or a truck in front of you. And then we can sell you just the arm, or we can sell you the arm with a trailer and all kinds of different configurations. We've got log bunks, flatbeds, dump trailers, goosenecks, tandem duals, or 14 singles like we have here. So all built right here in New York. Pretty good solid trailers. Honda power packs. We put GX700 V-twins on the trailer, give you enough power to really move some logs. Doesn't really bog the engine down. You can move some wood in a hurry with these guys.
What is the base price of this trailer?
As it sits right now with the telescoping boom, it's $31,000. There's some options you can add to it, but this one here, this is our base, 31.
We'll take a look at the power pack. Sherry, is that better? Somebody tell me if you can hear the audio now on my end. Okay, I walked too far away from the microphone. So you got the timber rocks. If you haven't seen us run that, go check out our Bear Paw Firewood Roundup videos. That's a nice machine there. This TW24 conveyor, fully height adjustable. They're running mostly Hondas on everything they have. Hondas or Kohler motors. Again, the discount code is LJLP. Will get you 5% off of any of the Timberwolf machines. They're little TW12. We'll go take a look at the box wedge over here. This is their auto split machine with the log lift. Basically, they got the box wedge, 2, 4, or 4, 5, and 6-way wedge. Very simple, easy to run. Again, has the Honda GX 700 on it. That thing will pump out some wood in a quick hurry. They got a load of logs in this morning, and that trailer's pretty handy. We're back with Matt.
Yeah, sorry about that. I had a phone call I had to take.
And a quick phone call to take. So Matt, tell us a little bit about the 24-foot conveyor that's here.
This is our most popular conveyor. It's all the way up in the air right now. It's got pinouts, so you're not waiting on your cylinder here. And you can set it any of these increments, so it's super solid right there. 8-foot wide axle, so really good stability even going down the road or when it's up in the air. Optional grizzly bars are not installed on this, but that's what those 4 bolts up there are for, so you can get good clean before it goes in the truck. About 14 feet in the air right now, so you can get right into a walking floor, or 32 is better for those because you'll get in the center, but this will get to the edge. Honda motor, 5.5 horse GX 160, hydraulic top drive belt. This is 20 inches wide across here. Vulcanized paddles on it, so these belts, they really hold up good. Real big hopper. You're about 44 inches across down here and almost 60 inches in length. So you can, even come in from the side and dump with a skid steer if you're careful. We do sell bigger hoppers. These are all bolt-on, so we actually have an 8x8 hopper that you can just dump right in with a skid steer. Dual jacks on either side. And then we got the skid plate down here. So when it's on the ground, you take the trailer hitch out and you can actually come with your skid steer and push against the axle and just slide the conveyor right underneath your splitter. And then it pivots on that. 4 adjustment corners for your belt tracking. And then if you look carefully, it's kind of hard to see because it's way up in the air. Our rollers are conical, so they're about 1/4 inch taller in the middle than they are on the outside. And that keeps the belt tracking true in the center. So pretty nice conveyor. They're about 11 grand retail for the 24-footer. Our smallest is the 12-footer, and that's right around 6,000. So we do a lot of conveyors. It's actually the first product we ever came out with back in the day. So yeah, we like it.
Ted and Sherry Miller just said that belt is bulletproof.
Yeah, they hold up.
One,
oh, do they?
They have an old in one of the first ones.
Yeah, they hold up pretty nice. So
let's talk a little bit about the TW2.
GX 270 Honda motor, 16 gallon per minute pump, regen valve, a 4-inch with a 2 3/4 rod cylinder. So this has a really nice cycle time. You're right in the just over 6 seconds in and out. Detent valve, there it is, to go backwards. And then hydraulic block lift. This here, we rated at 250 pounds. I'm about 250, so it does lift it there. Table grade is standard, so you got a lot of room for your resplits. This doesn't have it on here, but has an optional 4-way wedge that just slides over the top. Nice long trailer hitch, so you got room to maneuver with your pickup truck. And then this pins out here, so you can take it out. That's out of your way. Get your conveyor right here. Really nice machine to make some firewood, bust up big blocks, or do resplitting. Integrate hydraulic tank in the axle. Yeah, we're pretty pleased with this machine. It's our lowest price model, but we sell a lot of them. So put this back here so I don't lose the damn thing.
Yep. Go over and take a closer look at your auto split.
Yeah, this machine, this is the first splitter we ever built. About 10 years ago we came out with this commercially. I actually built the first one for my own firewood business. Again, it's running a 22 horsepower Honda GX700, 28 gallon per minute high-low pump. Hydraulic tank's in the beam right here, so plenty of cooling space, but it does also have an oil cooler up here. Dual jacks, spring suspension so you can tow it down the highway. Block lift, this will lift 500 pounds, and it just flips up out of the way. No pins, that's the rocker, just engages on there, so easy setup, easy transport. 24-inch chamber, 20 inches across. So you can drop a block in there or 2 or 3 small blocks. This one's got the 4-way wedge on it, so it's going to make 4.5-inch squares. You can also do it the 5-way, and that'll do 3.5-inch squares. Blocks go into here, shuttles back. It's essentially a specialized box wedge splitter. We also make the Alpha, which goes box wedge and 4 and 6-way. But this one here is kind of the ideal box wedge splitter. You know, that's a specialization. You're making bundled wood out of big logs. This is not a bad option for you.
You want to fire this up?
Yeah. So makes nice even firewood. That's the piece you're going to get out of it right there.
And what wedge options do you have for this?
So there's two main options, the 4.5, which is what this is. So you're a 4.5 by 4.5 square. The next one down is a 3.5 by 3.5. That's really great for like bundled firewood and whatnot. And then we have a 2.5 by 2.5. You know, that one there, it's more kindling, keeps a fire. The 3.5 is probably 60%, and 4.5 is probably 40% of our sales. 2.5, pretty uncommon.
Now let's go look at the Pro LP.
All right, let's do it.
That's what everybody wants to see anyway.
So this is brand new. We introduced it yesterday, maybe the day before, I can't remember now. 22 horsepower, full frame firewood processor. It's sleek, it's sexy, it's awesome. This thing here has a log lift. The log lift's going to lift up 1,500 pounds. Real easy, fold it up for transport. Pick this guy up, you're ready to go down the road. Dual jacks, 2 5/16 ball, or we'll put a pintle hitch on it if you ask nice. 37-gallon hydraulic tank built into the frame that carries all the way underneath the machine. Fuel injected Honda engine, 5-gallon gas tank, 7-gallon bar oil tank. And there's your hydraulic fill. So this is your control here. Torsion bar axle, full brake light kit, so it's DOT certified. You can put a license plate on this if you'd like. Hydraulically adjustable 4 6-way wedge. Optional integrated conveyor. This is about 10 feet long. You know, you can load a dump trailer or a pickup truck with ease. Saw, it'll cut 18 inches. We rated it 16. 404 chain, piston saw motor. Really throws some chips real nice. You see our feed system here. This is just a gravity weight plate. So the log is held down by gravity and it locks in with these teeth here, so it holds the control. And then this is driven by the chain, so you can really feed some gnarly stuff through it. Chamber access on this side. If you got some blocks that are a little big, you can still throw them in here by hand and, you know, split up your 24, 30-inch pounds. So kind of a unique feature there. Real easy access for resplitting. We'll come over to the operator side. So this is the control station. I'm standing right here. Good visibility to everything going on. You got these 5 or 7 levers. This lifts up your deck. This controls your wedge. Saw motor on. Auto cycle, that's standard on this machine. So you hit those down, goes in, pops out, goes back. So it's splitting. You can concentrate on pulling the log forward and getting ready for the next cut. This machine here, this pump runs the splitter and the saw, so you can't cut and split at the same time, but you can advance as you're splitting. Pressure gauges here, one for your saw motor, one for your splitter. Do diagnostics or just generally see how the machine's running. Start button and an e-stop right there. As I said, DOT certified light kit, conveyor control here, forward and reverse, and off. Pretty much covers the details on it. You're going to have this pretty attractive price point, $20-ish thousand, or mid to high $20,000 with the Honda motor on there. Should have final pricing on our website in the next 5-10 days, something like that. We're just working out the final details, but yeah, real proud of this machine. It's been about 6 months and 3 prototypes getting it here, so yeah, we're pretty excited about it.
Let's run it.
Yeah, let's do it.
See, you can get a 6-way wedge with this. Again, guys, LJLP will get you a 5% discount. This is some dry maple we're running through right now. BW, we're looking mid 20s. They're thinking right around that 20, 25.7, just like it sits with the conveyor. There you can see the auto cycle working with Matt walks away. He's got the auto cycle. If you had a tractor, you could run this. You could run that as a deck. Yes, Craig, that is an awesome option that you don't need a tractor to load it. Again, guys, LJLP will get you a 5% discount on anything you've seen today. If you need more information, feel free to reach out to me. Call the guys over at Timberwolf. The thing I like about this is all your length measurements are right on this side. For an entry-level processor, this is where it's at. You can see how the splitter's fully, the splitting wedge is fully protected all the way back, so you can never catch anything on top of it and pinch it into your cylinder. Easy access to the splitting chamber. You can see the auto cycle valve. Great little machine, guys. The saw is all based on how fast, how much pressure you put on that lever. Good luck, Ted. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it.
All right, so love to keep going there, but we got to save some wood for the rest of the day and some room in our dumpster. But yeah, pretty nice little machine, I think, for the money. Hard to beat it. So.
Yep. Anything else, Matt?
Well, you know, we got a whole bunch of other machines we didn't bring out here. Too bad we couldn't have shown, like our Pro MP and our Pro HD. Maybe some other time, Jason can come down to our yard in Marathon, New York, and we'll show him the big machines there. So other than that, you know, I think that's all I got to say for this morning. So thanks for watching, guys.
The discount code is LJLP.
LJLP. That's hard to remember, but if a guy had a pencil, you might want to write that down.
It is down in the comments. It is down in the description. So LJLP, get a hold of me, get a hold of one of the guys at Timberwolf, and we'll get you taken care of. And with that, we'll catch you on the next one.